guys, I wanted to post this to look at the latest patch that came out September 4th for PC, and as it related to helicopters. These patch notes have really changed things up, and I think it's important to take a look at them to figure out just how drastic of a change they've actually made to chopper piloting and gunning. The first change, however, that's important for helicopters is the FIM 92 and IGLA changes, and they now lock onto air vehicles at both lower altitudes and longer distances. They will lock on to helicopters when helicopters are below radar. That is correct. Helicopters have, if you know of this, helicopters have the below radar attachment where they cannot be locked onto underneath 25 meters or 25 feet. I can't remember which one that was. They simply couldn't be locked onto. It would break lock. However, now those two weapons, those two engineer weapons, will now lock on the choppers below radar. The next patch change we want to look at is all the vehicle-related tweaks and fixes. The first major change is that they removed flares from the gunner position in the helicopters. This is massive. This means that the only time you can ever dodge rockets is from the pilot. If the pilot does not have flares or the pilot does not have ECM, you are completely screwed. You've got to be a lot more tactical because of this major change with the helicopters now, and honestly, in my opinion, they've actually destroyed choppers with this one change. So what they're saying, the reasoning for this flare removal is that helicopters were simply invincible from the sky with a decent gunner pilot team, and that's true, and that's what they should have been. They, if you had a decent team in the helicopter, then they were nigh impossible to kill, and that's something that that promotes good team play. That promotes team play in general, and that's one thing that Battlefield has over other games. It's the massive team play aspect. With this change, there's no point in getting into a chopper with your buddy, because it doesn't matter anymore, because there's no coordination required of when to use flares or when the pilot needs to use ECM or flares. So that is a massive change right there. The other changes are actually very small in comparison to that one change. But the second change is that Air Radar now shows friendly vehicles. At first it did not. It now actually follows the description. The description says that it shows friendly and enemy vehicles, and now it finally shows friendly vehicles. Helicopter weapons, if you've ever tried to destroy a SOFLAM or if you've ever tried to destroy a spawn beacon, you could not with a helicopter unless you hit it perfectly on with a TV missile. And now you can, the splash damage actually works to destroy those SOFLAMs and spawn beacons, etc. The other change is that they've actually increased damage that helicopters do to helicopters, jets, and infantry that with their rockets. The gunners do more damage to other helicopters and jets, and those two are also pretty massive. If I was in the attack chopper in the gunner seat, it would take me at least 2, if not 3 magazines to go through to actually destroy another chopper. It was that stupid. So they've increased the damage that those helicopters gunners do.
And that's all I have. If you'd like and subscribe for more content, that'd be great. Thank you all for your support.